Okay, we're on. We're live. Okay, let's do a bunch of reading scales. What's the rule for reading a scale? Give me the first rule that we learned for how to read a scale. What do you read it to? Right, put it in words. I know you don't have an answer. Just let's cobble this together as a group. Nobody has the complete answer, and that's going to be typical in chemistry. When I ask a question, don't you, when a teacher asks you a question, don't you feel burdened to give the complete answer? So you don't give the complete answer because you don't have the complete answer. Answers can be complex, can't they? And they're really not complex, but the student, don't you feel, when a teacher asks you a question, that you feel that the answer is complex, you don't have the complete answer, so you're not going to give the answer. Don't you feel that's true? Okay, so what you do is you just sit there and say nothing, which is okay. You don't have to participate every second of the day. It would be chaotic if I had a class full of students from Georgia who were screaming out answers with a southern accent. It would drive everybody crazy, wouldn't it? Or people from the Arab world screaming out answers that are incomprehensible to me. Okay, clear? Yes, okay, so what you do is, this is how you do it. You just throw out something. Throw out a part of the answer. I don't expect the full answer when I ask a question. What I expect is that if I get 10 answers from the students, the correct answer will be there in pieces, and then we'll put it together. That's my job, okay? So when you read a scale, you know what a scale looks like. You know what a ruler looks like. You've used scales before. So when I went over this yesterday, I was very specific in my discussion. Yes, it was simple. It took 2 minutes. So when you read a scale, what do you think of? Yes?
Lowest to highest notes.
Lowest to highest, okay? Notes, did you say?
Yeah, that's it.
Lowest to highest notes.
Putting it in like a music context.
He's putting it in a music context. Okay. All right. Excellent. I like that. I'm not sure why I like that, but it certainly sounds cool. All right. What else? When you're reading a scale, what are you thinking of? Yes?
Precision.
The precision. I like that too. Precision. Excellent. I like that. Yes?
Measurement.
Measurement. Throw some other words out there. What else? Again?
Order.
Order. Anybody else? Is there anybody that's not here mentally and they haven't connected their brain with their mind with their brain? Do we have those people here? Is it astral projection? The brain's wandering somewhere, the mind's wandering somewhere out in space? Oh, you got to get here together, okay? So let's put a scale on the board. Okay. Here I have a scale. We'll say that this is 2, we'll say that's 3. Okay, it's a little different from yesterday. Obviously that's hand-drawn, it's not perfect, but we're going to pretend it's a perfectly drawn scale. Is that okay? And we're going to say that that's going to be the measurement, right exactly on that line. Clear? And then we're going to put another one down, and we're going to say it's exactly on that right there. It's right there. Okay? How could you qualitatively, not giving me a number, what could you say about that line, about that arrow between the two gradations? These are called, write that down, these are called gradations, okay? It's they're graduated, it's gradations, low to high. Okay, I like that. That's music notes. Who said that? Low to high. I like that. Okay, do you see that? You see that? Low to high. So what could you say about that, the position of that arrow? Just just describe the position. Yes? All right, but less specific. You're using numbers. Yes? It's between two measurements. I like that a lot. Yes?
It's in the lower quadrant.
It's in the lower quadrant, the lower half, lower quadrant. When you say quadrant, what are you...
4.
Yeah, intimating, yeah, 4. But it's like in the lower half, let's say. Okay, good. Between two measurements, what else? Just describe it. Where, if you had to describe it. It's between two gradations. Where between two gradations? Is it... Yes?
Halfway.
Yeah, it's halfway. It's in the middle, right? Isn't that in the middle of two gradations? Yes? All right. If this is 2, what's that? If that's 2, and that's 3, and this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, what would that line be? Rashid?
2.2.
That line right there. That line. What would it be? You can recover, you can give the right answer. Shall we count together? This is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this would be,
So the 3 was in the middle.
understood, this would be what?
2.1.
2.1. Excellent, nice recovery, excellent. So what would this one be? 2.2,
2.3.
2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, 3, right?
3.0.
All right, 3.0, I like that. Okay, excellent. Now, when I go, these are the larger gradations, right? 2 and 3. What place value is changing? We have an honored guest. Come in, please. Are you new to the class? Just have a seat right there. It's not a problem. So if you're going to change these gradations, 2, 3, 4, 5, the larger gradations, what place value is that? 1s, right? Okay, 1s. Excellent. Now, here these lower gradations. What represents a larger place value? These large gradations or these small gradations? I kind of gave away the answer, Rashid.
The larger ones.
The larger ones. The 2 and the 3, right?
Because
2 and 3, yeah. Okay. So what place value do these smaller gradations represent? What is it?
10.
All right, it's like you're from central Spain, okay? And you're saying terceria, okay? Terceria. Anybody from Spain in here? Terceria. It's a town in the mountains outside of Spain. Terceria. Tenths. You got to have that lisp, right? Tenths, as opposed to tens. Okay? Yes, tenths. I had a student who had a very severe lisp, and I was doing this lesson, and all right, you don't have to answer any questions. And they'd say, the answer was hundreds, and they were very bright, and they'd say hundredths. And they had this severe lisp. Well, I couldn't tell the difference between hundredths and hundredths. They all had the same. But in the tenths, I got to hear that TH, yeah? So it's tenths, correct? Now, when you read a measurement, okay, this is the rule, and it's a hard, fast rule, and it's an easy rule. It's not a hard rule. This isn't calculus, is it? No, this is very easy. The math we do is middle school math. Clear? It's a rule. You write it down. It's a rule. No thinking. Clear? You just write down this rule, you do the rule, and you never break the rule. Clear? Or the precision police will knock on your door. Hello? Precision police! Okay? So write down this rule. Always, 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 always measure to one estimated place value. Always measure to one estimated place value. Clear? All right? So we have ones, okay? Or as my now good friend, he's in his early 50s, used to say, once, okay? Used to say, I had him as a freshman when I was like 24 years old. Once, okay? Ones, right? And then you have tenths. Okay? That's the larger one. That's the smaller one. So what would be the estimated one? Hundredths. Okay? Hundredths. Okay? I like that. Could you repeat what you said earlier in the period when I said to you, give me your name too, that would be helpful. TJ?
Yeah.
You're TJ.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the other guy's name? Andrew? The other guy. The other guy. Andrew Halliday, okay? Katie and Christy is Halliday. Okay, I know. I have a kid in the class named Halliday. Okay, now, so Andrew Halliday. Any relatives in New Jersey? No. No relatives. Okay. Anyway, I have 3 daughters. Okay. What did you say? When I asked you measurement, like just give me a shot. You know, I asked the class. I said, when you think of, what did I say, reading, or what was the question?
Scale.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, what did you say? What was the answer that you gave?
Lowest to highest.
Lowest to highest. No, you didn't say that.
No.
What did he say? Lowest to highest notes. He was thinking music. Do you play a musical instrument?
Yeah.
You do. What do you play?
Trombone.
Wow, very good. Are you good? I mean, have you played on the Brooklyn Bridge at 3 o'clock in the morning?
I've been playing for 4 years. So.
Well, if you can't play until you play on the Brooklyn Bridge at 3 o'clock in the morning. Excellent. All right. Long story. I'll let you know later. So lowest to highest. I like that, isn't it? Lowest to highest. But lowest to highest depends on if you're reading it from right to left or left to right. But there's an order, isn't it? There's an order. Okay, so where's the estimated place value? Well, it's in here. It's, there's no gradations there, so you have to estimate. What would you estimate that to be? A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9? How would you estimate the position of that arrow? How would you estimate it? A 0, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5? 5, right? Why? Because it's halfway, right? So you're estimating at 5, correct? Okay, good. So we're saying it's 5. So it's going to be what? 2.25, right? So the 2, this 2 is from here, right? This 2 is from here, right? And then this 5 is right there. Clear? Yes? So how would, wait a second, hold it. New guy. If you said to me the answer is 2.24, would it be unfair for me to say, wrong, thanks for playing? Would that be wrong? I mean, would you be, all right. Let me rephrase that. Would you be annoyed if I took full credit off?
Yeah.
You would be. Anger, I like that. I like that. Energy, I like that. I like that a lot. And you said it with a smile, which I like even more. Okay? A little scary, but I like it. Okay. So, if you said 2.6, would you be a little cranky about that? And I said, nope, it's 2.5, sorry, get some glasses. Yes? These are Mr. Doubleday. I thought the O was just a decoration, but it actually stands for Oakley. I had no idea what Oakley glasses are. That's how out of fashion I am. And he was looking at these glasses. He said, these are yard dog glasses. Yard dog glasses. So he calls me Yard Dog. I'm in the hallway and he says, hey, Yard Dog. So you have my permission to call me Mr. Yard Dog. Absolutely. You can call me Mr. Yard Dog. And you can tell Mr. Doubleday, you can simply go up to him and say, thank you. Okay? Now, so if you say 2.3 and you say 2.6 and I say 2.5 and I say wrong, I don't care. As we say in New Jersey, no, we can't say I can't tell you what I say in New Jersey, but anyway, the point is, it's an estimation. So would it be cool if you did that? If you said, if I gave you credit, would that be okay? You'd be all right with that? Okay. So that's actually precision. Because it's an estimation, and it's the hundredths place, you have to list the precision of the measurement. So what would the precision be of the measurement if the answer is actually 2.25 and I accept 2.4 or 2.6? What would you say? Yes, I'd accept 2.23. Fine, all right, I'll go crazy, okay? But the point is that you have to identify that in science. You have to identify it. And what you do is, above the scale, you put the precision. And the precision is plus or minus 0.01. So that means the answer could be 2.24, 2.25, or 2.26. Clear? Or whatever you give as an answer, you can add, there's some, it's called, have you heard these words? You ready? Error. Yes? You could have error. Plus or minus 0.01. All right, hold it. Here's another one. You ready? This is big. This makes you sound very intelligent. Okay? You ready? You want to impress your parents tonight like you're actually learning something. Okay, you ready? Uncertainty. So, we say that scale has a precision of plus or minus 0.01, or we say that scale has a precision, an uncertainty of plus or minus 0.01. Clear? Yes? All right, now, this isn't math class, I understand that. It's science class. All right. Let's say you say the answer to this is going to be 2.5. Is that right mathematically? Is it correct? Is it? Of course it's right mathematically. But is it right scientifically? Okay. Why isn't it right scientifically? Give me an explanation based on what we just discussed. Anybody? Kareem. So you're saying that if I give that reading, you're presupposing that the instrument has less precision, right? So you're saying, well, it's plus or minus 0.1, so you're misleading the scientist who's reading your paper, and he's thinking that it's not as good of an instrument. All right, fair enough. Is that what you meant? Yeah. Okay. But what else? It has to be read to what? Hundredths. And so what do you put there? Yeah. Something's wrong with my camera? Camera check. Low battery. Where have you guys been? You guys were paying attention to me, is that right? Nice recovery. Okay. All right. We're low on battery, so I'm going to have to wrap this up. This is kind of long for a lesson on the YouTube anyway, but I'm about to wrap it up. Okay, now. What did you say? Oh, the battery. Okay. So what would you do? Yes? 2.50, right? Okay, you can put 2.50. Now, how many people say, I don't need to put the zero because it's not worth anything, right? But doesn't zero have a function? Doesn't zero have a function? What is that function? What is the function? What is the function? What is the function? It's a fun word to say. Function. Kind of like clears your sinuses. What's the function? Oh, I feel so much better. Yes?
It's precision. It's exactly 2.5.
Yeah, well, what you're doing is, you know what I'm estimating this to be a 5? I'm estimating it to be halfway. What's the zero saying? The zero saying it's right on the line, man. Right there. Right on the line. Right there. Here's the line. Right there. Not here. Not here. You ready? It's right there. Yeah? Okay? You get it? So if you don't put that zero, no credit. Forget it. I failed chemistry because I forgot the zero. Okay? Don't let the zero happen. Okay? We should make up t-shirts. Don't forget the zero. Okay? Clear? Now what we'll do is we're going to stop this. I'm going to put some practice problems on the board. We're going to run through this really quickly, and that's really what we're doing today. You've got to learn how to read an instrument. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. You've got to do it. And are these numbers? Are they digits? Are they numbers? Yeah. Right? Now, we call them a name. We have a name for them. Anything read from an instrument, we're going to call them something. And that's going to be the next video, okay? Clear? Or 2 videos later. Okay, you ready? We're off.